So while we're in Virginia, we're going to visit the River City Railroad, the model railroad display operated by the River City Three Railers. So let's go.
This is the Magic Mountain right here, layout.
Okay, I'll remember that.
I'll put the lights on for you.
All right. So here we have River City Three Railers promoting O-gauge railroading since 2008. Want to learn any more information? There is your website. So some of you will recognize this layout here. This was on display at the TCA show in spring of 2023, the Magic Mountain layout.
What this actually has, Sean, this has a helix.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah.
So the train goes in here and goes around, and then comes out here.
Yep. I remember him showing us, or showing me that, during the TCA. He actually took that off and showed us the.
Right. Yep.
So it's and he said it was modeled after an actual Lionel display layout.
Yes, they did it.
And I'm taking it, this is their main layout over here?
Yes. The main layout we only take out 3 times a year now.
Okay.
3 functions where we stay. This layout stays up for more than 2 or 3 days, sometimes several weekends or several weeks.
Wow.
During Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then during the summer.
Very nice.
Each club member has their own modules that you're looking at right now.
Okay.
That they built themselves and has something in their history that they wanted to exercise and show everybody. So they created it really nice.
Very nice.
And the agreement to have this facility is that we have 1 open house a month in this facility for the shopping mall,
Oh, okay.
free to the public.
Somebody did a real nice job on the Pittsburgh Brewing Company boxcar.
Yeah, Ken Young, who did that, did an excellent job.
So you actually have a 1-year open house, once a year open house here?
Once a month.
Oh, once a month?
Once a month, and
wow.
the shopping mall puts it on their Facebook page, so people in the area can watch their Facebook page and see it when it's going to be.
Okay, and what's the name of the shopping mall? So
Westchester Commons Mall,
Westchester Commons Mall in
Midlothian, Virginia. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Virginia. All right. Well, that's cool that they have an open house like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we're sort of behind the scenes, so that's why you don't see any trains running. But still, I just wanted to catch some of this on video. They're nice scenery work. Wow.
Both the first 2 modules you looked at are some of the original members of the club, Ken Young and Bill Robinson's layouts you're looking at right now. That's their modules that they built.
Okay. Very nice. Wow. That's funny. And what is this building here? Do you know?
It's the Tide Manufacturing Building with the cars that come in, unload in the tanks on the right-hand side, and manufacture liquid Tide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is again at Menard's facility right there to your right, and on the left, that's all hand-built.
That's a nice, whoever did that did a nice job. All scratch built.
Oh, yeah.
I like the roof. They did a good job on the roof, corrugated roofing. occupied. Then we have a circus scene.
Yeah, this is the next 6 modules, which they're 2 deep, is the team I'm part of. We call it the station team. We have 7 members, Sean, and one of the members did a circus scene right there. My piece with some of the guys on my team is the center section with the station and the houses behind it, and the biplanes flying in the background, the Ford dealership and all that. And then the final modules is a suburban town with the burning house that MTH did, along with bank and other MTH buildings.
I like the MTH buildings. I got a lot of them myself.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, we just came back from a display for 2 weekends, so some of the things have to be fixed yet. Like right here is an operating rotating beacon that we have to rewire because it broke in shipping, so we had to get that fixed again. But that's the biggest problem with layouts like this. The wiring always seems to get broken when we're traveling.
It happens. You get the wear
Yeah.
on a layout.
This is Easy Streets, where we run cars and trains. Got a police car, a wrecker, a school bus, and you can run the small trolleys that MTH does on this too.
Oh, they'll run on this as well?
Yep, sure do. No engines, but you can run the trolleys on it. And then this is the last part of the layout, 2 modules deep again. You have the police station in the back, the horseshoe curve, diner, fire station, fire engine comes out, and you've got Al's diner and SO gas station again, the burning house on the right, which we use the smoke. We don't use the water in that because it leaked so bad. We had water everywhere, so we just do smoke coming out the roof. And all those fire engines light up and flash.
Oh,
got that done
nice.
by the guy in the Orange Hall at York.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that
He's from
guy's
Canada.
he's pretty good. I like his stuff.
And this is our lawn and garden shop that one of the guys modeled. It's all made with styrofoam, and of course the trucks and cars aren't, but he did that just to show a typical garden store where you can go and buy mulch and all kinds of bricks for your patio and whatnot. And I thought that was really neat. It's all made of styrofoam.
Wow. He did a good job on recreating the walking stones.
Yeah, don't it look good?
Very nice job.
Next one is a gentleman who's a pilot. And of course, what did he create? An airport with an airplane goes around, and this is modeled after the Richmond Airport where he flies out of.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is so neat. It's got the radar tower and everything.
Oh, yeah.
That's something you don't see done that often in O-Gauge is an actual airport.
Right.
And I think that's pretty neat.
Well, he knows it because he's a pilot. That's right. Here's a farm scene with a feed store and there's an RF&P boxcar in the back. You know, Sean, here's a good example back here. This doesn't travel, but here's a very inexpensive layout. It has Plasticville houses on it and everything. Like the sign says, very inexpensive to build.
Oh, so it's a 3x7. Low cost way to start an adventure and creativity, family fun. So this is for those who want to get into O-Gauge, but they don't have a lot of money to spend.
That's right, really inexpensive, and most of those houses are extremely inexpensive and cheap, and you got an oval that you can put an 080 steam engine on with some cars and run around, have a good time.
So this debunks that you need a lot of money to get into O-Gauge.
That's right, it's pretty inexpensive. But we have this just for demonstration to show people they can get into business pretty cheap.
Right, and here's the Plasticville
boxes.
Yep, there you go.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's cool stuff.
Now, the next part of the layout, you go around this bend, this is one of the gentlemen in the club that, this is museum quality. Outstanding job of building his layout, and they look at the trees and the landscaping, it's a professional job there.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Very, very nice. I like that. I like how he built the church. That's amazing work.
Oh yeah, the whole thing right there is amazing how he did it. It's so real looking, don't it?
Oh yeah, it does.
And right behind it there, Sean, that box that says River City 3 Railers, that's our control box where all the transformers, TIUs, and everything with Legacy is located. So all the trains are controlled out of there. We learned that from one of the other train clubs in Northern Virginia and built our own train box like that. So when we go to a place, we just roll it out, hook it up, and we're ready to go.
Good idea.
It's on wheels and really easy to do. Isn't that train station real?
Yeah, that looks good. Wow. That view is even better. Very nice.
Next thing you're going to see is entry into the yard where we set up our trains before we run them. We have a large yard there where you can set your trains up
Okay.
before you bring them out. You can test them and do everything you need to do before you bring them out in the layout. You can go the outer loop or the inner loop from that yard. And you see the iPads there, that's for people who want to use DCS. They can control their trains right there with the iPads we got for them to use. You don't have to use your own phone or nothing, just use the iPads the club provides.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What's it cost to join the club?
$84 a year, and that's a year now, not a month, a year. And we have one open house a month. We come and run trains, and then we do these 3 major outings a year where you come and run trains also. So for the guys who want to run trains, this is the club to belong to. Now you look at the president of the club, Tom Gilsdorf. This is his modules right here, where he's got a power station over here, a grain elevator, and a Sunoco distribution center here for petroleum. Really nice. Again, the guy that helped us with the styrofoam built the back part of that.
Oh, wow.
Sunoco cars and everything in that station up there.
Nice. This is a odd scene here.
Yeah.
I guess the locomotive shed burnt, and the locomotive went burned up with it, or?
That's the Menards. It's Menards. It comes just like that.
Really?
Yep. You buy it like that.
I did not know that.
Yep.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Menards
that's the one
piece.
they sell that just like that.
Huh. Has that been out for a while?
Yes. Many years, actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And here's the power station.
That's nice. Now I do recognize that being Menards.
Yep, definitely. And the power and light right there, too. Yep. And one of the guys in the club, he has modeled a city here with houses and cars and everything right along the railroad tracks.
It looks like you guys are using Atlas tow truck.
Yes. And raw switches.
And roll switches.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a requirement. If you build a module and add it to the club, you have to use that track and switches to do it. The next is Peter Condro. He has the next, I think, 4 or 5 modules here where he built a city with a warehouse and everything, and an overhang. And things are a little out of whack right now because we just got back from a train show, so he has time to fix things up. But you can see the picture of his dog up there, Max Foods.
Oh, yeah.
Custom sign he did. You know, all over he did Max Food signs. And one of the cute things we do with the kids here is you got to count the dogs in his layout. You got to find 10 dogs scattered out through his layout.
Oh, wow.
Give them something to do, you know.
There you go. Yeah. Wow. I can't imagine moving all this to a train show. It must take a lot of
Yeah,
work.
breaking it down. It takes us about 3 hours to break it down and about 3 to 4 hours to set it back up again.
That's pretty impressive for the size of this.
We got a lot of guys. Everybody shows up and everybody helps break down and take down and put back up again. So many hands make it easy.
I like this icing facility.
Isn't that neat? That's also something he custom built.
Yeah, that is really nice.
You see here, you can see the dogs right here. You got a dog here, a dog here, a dog here, a dog here. So there's 4 of the 10. Got to find 6 more. This is the end of his layout, and this is something that the club built. I think is really interesting. This is how us old people call it. It's called a geezer gorge. So you can go in and out this way without having to get down on your hands and knees and crawl through. And you lock it here, and you put it back down again.
A geezer gorge.
That's what we call it for us old guys to do. Yep. And the last layout you're going to look at here, this is by Jerry Carr. Jerry changes this out quite often too, because he'll buy new things and change this out. He recently had the Menards satellite, that moon lander with the cow going in and out. And the kids really love to see that cow go up and down. But now he's changed it to this, and this is also something that draws a lot of attention. But 6 months from now, it'll probably be something different again.
Yeah. The salvage yard is cool.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
Yeah. I like stuff that's different like that. You know?
Oh, yeah. He changes it all the time. Ours you can't change as much as he can.
So here is a question that I see commonly asked all the time. Is it O gauge or O scale? And so they have this cool display, explaining that, gauge. In railroad terms, gauge refers to the track and only the track. Gauge is a measurement. It's the distance between the rails. Their layouts use O gauge track. The distance between the outer rails is 1.25 or 1.25 inches. O gauge track is 1/48 the width of real track. The ratio is 1/48. Scale refers to the size of an item compared to real life equivalent.
Where's the trains going right now? We'll be finishing up.
Anything can be made to scale or in scale. Trains, buildings, people, everything.
Okay.
O scale is pronounced O scale. O scale is 1/48. It is spoken 1/48, 1/48, or 1/48. 1 inch of the scale item equals 40 inches of the real item. So there you go. And then we have a cool display that was made. So you have G, standard, O scale, traditional O, S, HO, N, and even Z. So there's that's not all the scales, but it's a good display to show people the most common ones that are out there.